Hey TGA, this is John Garcia, designer of the Table Golf Association. Hope everyone's doing well. This is a video to show you everything that we have coming up in our next Kickstarter for Meeple Mania on April 16th. We're going all in. We're super excited. There's a lot of great surprises and things that we've already shared. So I thought I would do this video so you could get it all in one shot here. So obviously the star of the show is Meeple Beach, this beautiful 28 tile double-sided course that you can design your oceanside, course of your dreams. We're going to have the 18-hole course online. The rule book comes with 3 pre-designed holes as well. The tiles have labels that correspond to what they appear in the rule book, so they're not printed on the tiles themselves. We wanted to keep that, aesthetic of the clean look of the tiles and not put numbers all over them and make it look like a grid. But it is easy to set up, and really the fun of the game is really creating your own courses. So it comes with the 28 tiles, the rule book, 8 new pro player cards, 4 new balls, which I'll show you with markers, the trophy, the spinner, a new weather die with the gale force wind, lots of fun mechanics. We've already posted some videos playing, and of course the beautiful trees. These things are going to be awesome. They really have a lot of really cool different challenges that they present in the game. Those are the new 4-color balls. They look really good: orange, purple, black, and red. So if you have the original set, now you'll have 8 different color balls. The new pro player cards are beautiful. And we've added some interesting things where, oh, sorry. Like with Roger Rescue Club, he could use any finger on a playable hazard, but he has to reduce his max fly by 1. So there's a benefit, and then sometimes there's something else that kind of also counterbalances it. So there's 8 of those. Really everything you need to have. It's a standalone game, so you don't need any other versions or expansions. But obviously, if you do, make sure that you buy the one that's compatible. So if you have the wooden tiles from the very original version, that's called the Pro Edition. It's the same game. All we did is call the wooden tiles the Pro Edition. If you have the cardboard tiles, that's the Family Edition. That's one thing you want to be very careful with when you're pledging. And they're all going to be labeled, very, very easy to follow. Then, of course, super excited, the Frozen Tundra expansion, man. Felipe just did a great job illustrating this. It's going to be in the Pro and Family Edition. And Rob Terrell, again, knocked it out of the park designing the tiles. Look at these things. I love this. This frozen lake is going to have a really fun new mechanic. Here's a half frozen lake and half regular, water. There's going to be snow to deal with, the pine trees and the pine straw. It's an amazing, fun mechanic. So this is a 10-tile double-sided expansion. And the star of the show here is going to be the mountain. So 2 mountains come into, look at these things. They're like the little kind of squishy ball stress relievers. I have it here as well. So they are, they're not plastic, so the ball is not going to fly off it. It has a little bit of a cushion, so the ball is going to slightly bounce off it, which is another thing that we love. We think it's a great idea. So it's not just flying all over the place. You can hit into it, it absorbs some of it, but you could set it up strategically where the mountain, it's kind of required to ricochet a shot into a safe spot, or you could put both mountains and create kind of like this valley that the players have to navigate through. So, different ways to play it. The mountain tile itself is on a rough terrain, so you could land on that mountain tile without hitting it, and obviously play off of the rough. So, man, well, you guys wanted 3D objects. You now have trees, you now have mountains, and they play, they still play. The game stays true to itself. So I think you're gonna love these new dynamics. And then bam, the stadium course. Holy cow. I got to give kind of a little bit of credit to Rob Oren from Tabletop World, because he created this miniature, 3D grandstands and stuff. And I kind of always had the idea, but I said, how do I turn them into, an expansion? I'm sorry, this graphic, it moved a little bit. But basically, there's 9 of these clubhouse tiles and 1 actual clubhouse. I'll show you a close up in a minute. The Family Edition will be 20, the Pro Edition will be 30. That's 99% locked in. We're checking on one more thing because the bottom of these tiles are going to have something, either a rubber kind of playmat, material, or these little rubber kind of, little, I don't know, they're like half side, half round suction balls, I guess they are. Hard to explain, but basically they will have a non-skid surface. So, and they're also going to be thicker than even the pro tiles. So they're going to raise up a little bit, meaning they are going to act as a backstop. So if you're here and you hit this and you miss the hole and you hit it too hard, instead of flying off the table or somebody having to catch it on the other side, it's just going to hit this and bounce off. So if it does hit, it's out of bounds and it bounces off. And you have to hit again, from this spot. But the other thing is because there I have a rubber bottom, and once you put them around the course, it's going to really help to keep the tiles in place. So if you if you're not playing on a neoprene mat or a rubber play mat or something that's non-skid, you could place these strategically. So I could place, a few over here for that first shot, and then I could place a few back here for the second shot. So you don't have to place them just around the hole. And then that clubhouse is just super awesome. So this is the close up. I mean, Rob Terrell, man, look at these things. It's just going to look aesthetically, it's going to bring the course completely to life. You're going to have the grandstands. So on the table, it's going to look amazing. But practically, they serve, two purposes: as a backstop, and also, to help keep your pieces from moving around. So this was really a dream of mine. We're putting it all into this Kickstarter because you guys deserve it. And I know there's a lot of people out there that just want the replayability, the aesthetic value. Again, this game, the only limitation is the size of your table. Gavin designed this mat. So we have a TGA mat already, which is basically just green with the logo. This is kind of the Meeple Beach play mat. So it'll also be done by Eric at Grippy Mats. He handles everything for us. So this is going to be nice. If you don't have a mat yet, you might want to get this one. If you already have the TGA mat, obviously you don't need this one, but this is the rendering of the mat. The good news is, yes, they will come in big boxes. So if you want the Meeple Beach game and a duplicate set of 28 tiles, and you want the Frozen Tundra, and you want the grandstands or the stadium course, there's a box for it, And I say that and I laugh a little bit, but the truth is it's been amazing. Like, we've had a lot of purchases of this. Is the original big box family edition of the last version. So this one has the European expansion, and it has the stretch goal tiles, and it also has the duplicate set. I mean, it has the driving range as well. So, and it also does have a duplicate set. This came with 79 tiles. Now, one thing was the plastic insert was not strong enough, so we're making it much stronger now. But you can see it's got the right size. It'll fit nice on the shelfie, on the shelf with the rest of your board games. And it's heavy, but it's portable. You can take it with you to game nights, take it with you to sports bars if you want to play there. So we're going to have the big box. The Pro Edition will be $145. You're saving $35 if you bought everything separately. And obviously it's nice all in one box. And the family edition is going to go for $100, which saves you $20 if you bought everything separately. So super excited about this big endeavor. Lots of good stuff going on. And one more thing we want to let you know, which is really important to us. If you can add this on, now you can't use the coupon for this, because this is basically a fundraiser to raise awareness for autism. So one of we were lucky enough to meet this young man named Carter Bonus, and he has a company called Spectrum Golf, and they do really all the clothing he's wearing there. They do really nice belts, gloves. If you need any golf, apparel, definitely check them out. But what we're doing is we created this autism awareness expansion, and it's really cool. It has 6 solid color tiles, and then one which is the kind of autism logo with all the different puzzle pieces. And each one just has a fun, whimsical, mechanic. One is you're gonna hop around before you hit. The other one is you have to close your eyes. So it's very family friendly, very fun. And if you have a heart for autism or just a heart for charity, please add this. We're going to donate all of the profits of this expansion to the charity, and it's very reasonably priced. We're gonna do it's only 7 tiles. They are going to be double-sided. The other side is probably just going to have a half and half, so half, half yellow, half red, that kind of thing. The family edition is going to be 10. The pro edition is going to be 15. Again, you can't apply the bonus coupon to this, but obviously it's for a great cause. We're super excited that we're working with him. We met Carter at an event a couple years ago. He loved the game, just couldn't stop playing it. And it does say something about children high on the autism spectrum, their attention and what they put their mind into and their effort into, obviously you're trying to help them. And this game really helps them concentrate, really helps them manage, some of the symptoms of autism. So we are, honored definitely that's helping in this sense as well. So lots of great stuff on the Kickstarter. If you haven't already, this is the Kickstarter page. I'll give you the URL in a minute, but when you search it on Kickstarter, that's what our little graphic looks like. So I just wanted to show you that. Basically, we're launching April 16th. Again, day one pledges, you get a $10 coupon, and you're automatically going to get a bonus 4-pack of balls. It's a $15 value if you add it up, plus what you're already saving on your pledges. Plus, we're going to have great shipping rates with our partners now around the world, Zatu in the UK. We have another distributor in Canada, so Canadian pledges, which are, we often get quite a bit from Canada. That's going to be very helpful. Australia and Asia, you get it directly from the factory, so you get it first. US, we now have Quartermaster. So lots of great, pieces in place for us to deliver. We're going to be basically saying January of 2025. So, 6-month turnaround. But we were able to deliver in December to many of our backers. The only issue we had was in the UK and EU, and that's been resolved. So anyway, if you want to follow along everything with the Table Golf Association Kickstarter for Meeple Beach, there's the URL, tablegolfassociation.com/Meeple Beach. Actually, when you sign up, you're also entering for a chance to win a copy of the game. And as it looks right now, it may be, I think I'm going to up the ante and make it a signed promo copy of the game. So we have a few left, and I'm thinking, you know what, that could be a really cool, valuable, thing for a collector. I'm not saying that my game is going to be worth anything, try to resell it on the market, but it'll be a nice thing to have if you're a fan. Excuse me. And then again, here's the Kickstarter, excuse me, URL. Obviously, just go search it on Kickstarter. If you want a beautiful t-shirt, I don't have it with me here now, but we did these black t-shirts with this Meeple Beach logo. Just post on social media and tag us. If you tag us, we're going to be at random just picking people. We'll put a comment in your post to win a t-shirt. So that's all, guys. This Kickstarter, we're putting everything into it because, it's been a couple years now. We did the original in 2022. Last year we did the family edition, and now we're up to Meeple Beach with the frozen tundra. There's just so many really fun, exciting, parts to this. You could literally now play from the mountains to the prairies to the ocean white with foam, and I definitely can't wait to set that up myself. Endless hours of fun, endless replayability. We've had just tiny little issues here and there. For the most part, our community has been amazing, a lot of support. So yeah, if you love, whether you love golf or not, you're going to love playing in the TGA. But if you do love golf, it's just an added bonus. If you know someone who loves golf, they're really going to love this game. And thank you again for your support from me and Gavin, Rob Terrell, even Felipe, our illustrator. We thank you. All right. See you on April 16th.